Hey you guys, John with JRSP. So before we start this video, I want to talk about the company that I'm affiliated with, Vitabar. I'm not a smoker. I've never smoked any tobacco or anything with nicotine a day in my life. And I've may have smoked marijuana 3 or 4 times over a 16-year period. Ultimately realized that marijuana is just not for me. That being said, I have nothing against, cannabis. I understand that it helps a lot of people with cancer. I know people with cancer who take it and it helps them. People with diabetes who have like bad neuropathy, they smoke it for pain and stuff, and it really helps some people. Hey, that being said, I'm not a smoker. I don't really, I'm not a vapor really. Um, but I was looking for a energy drink alternative and came across this company, Vitabar, and let me tell you, it's just been great. This is their energy one. It's got caffeine, uh, vitamin B12, L-carvone, and L-theanine, and it has a citrusy taste to it, like this particular one, the flavor. But the L-carvone gives it like a minty taste as well. So this one's really good. We've got the melatonin soothe one for like sleeping, and we got the chamomile chill one as well, and the vital, which has like a lot of like, I think it has like vitamin C and stuff like that. It's just a vitamin one. But I'm telling you right now, I've replaced doing energy drinks completely with this thing right here. And people who use this company have also claimed to have been able to quit smoking, been able to quit like harsher vapes by using this, because this has, like I say, it has no nicotine, it has no tobacco, it has no, what is that, uh, diethyl or whatever, like that that harmful stuff that's in like a lot of vapes. It has none of that. This is vegan friendly. Um, just a lot of natural stuff in here, and really, really great. And like, I think I'll always use these. So this is Vitabar. The link is going to be in the description, and my discount code is going to be above my head. And I only talk about things that I'm 100% behind. I've been using this like almost every workday for, you know, like the last 2 months or whatever. And like I say, I haven't drunk any energy drinks, and I used to drink a lot of energy drinks. But that is Vitabar. Check them out. So anyhow, let's get into the actual contents of this video. So I just recently watched a video on TikTok and YouTube of uh, a Doordasher. He went to an apartment like in the Bronx, I think, in New York, and he like had an encounter with this black woman, this Reagan black woman, who like for whatever purpose reason, I mean, she had to act like a Reagan that day. And if you don't know what Reagan is, just, I mean, go look it up on Urban Dictionary. It's not that hard. But she was the definition of the word Reagan. This dude didn't know this woman from any Adam. He was there delivering a pizza to her neighbor, and she just like come out of her apartment and started acting weird, and then started knocking the pizza out of his hand. Um, and so the neighbor that like is viewing all this on the Ring doorbell. So him and his wife come to the door. His wife's carrying their baby, and like this woman like proceeds to like step her foot, like for what, she starts putting her hands all over her neighbor. And he's like, "What are you doing? Like, why are you here? Can you leave? I'm just trying to get my pizza." He's like, just baffled, okay? Like, he's like, "What is going on?" And he's like, he's like, and she's telling him, like, oh, I think she even said, "Oh, your breath stinks," or whatever. And he's like, "Well, why are you even here?" And he's like, "Will you go?" And he's like, "You're in my apartment." And she even proceeds to step one step farther into his apartment. He has to kind of like push her out. And then like she like even put her hands on him some more. It was just completely baffling. Here's the thing though, what I'm getting at in this video. Every single one of those people failed. Okay. The DoorDash delivery driver, he failed because the moment that she like battered him once, this is why I carry pepper spray. You know, I was like born and raised in a time where men don't hit women, but we live in 2025 now. If a woman is going to act like a man, she's going to do that kind of stuff to me. I'm not going to guarantee that I'm not going to break all her teeth out of her face, you know. But I would hate to have to do that. But that's why I carry pepper spray, because the moment she battered me the first time, I would have emptied the canister of pepper spray in her face, so I didn't have to like go hands on, you know, like. But the fact that he let this go on, like, and she knocked like the his customer's pizza out of his hands twice, so that pizza was probably ruined. But like, if that would have been me, you know, like I would have emptied a can of pepper spray in her face. Probably got fired because the pizza chain I worked for, Domino's, they didn't want you carrying anything like that. But I carried it anyhow because I mean they expected me to drive for them at all hours of the night and morning. So I mean I'm not gonna freaking be out there unarmed. So the delivery driver failed because should immediately like took his phone out and called the cops after he like emptied a can of pepper spray into her face, like, but he didn't. The neighbor who opened the door, who how he failed in such a big way, they had a Ring doorbell, like, so they knew what was going on. They knew that there was some type of disturbance going on. They could see it, like, so he should have like looked through the Ring doorbell, looked at that, and then been like, oh well, this stuff's going on out there, because he had a wife and a kid in his house, and he's like, you know, stuff's going on out there, I'm just gonna call the cops. You know, he should have never opened the door to begin with. Okay, but if he was going to be stupid enough to do what he did, open the door, he should have shut that door behind him. Before he even went out, he should have told his wife, hey, you go take our kid to a safe place in the house, and you stay there and you call the cops. Okay, I'm going to be stupid and go out for no good reason. The wife should have, you know, if the husband didn't tell her to go to a safe spot with the kid, you know, like this is like a baby. She was carrying him in her arms. Like she should have taken that initiative herself, but instead she's screaming. She's standing there with the baby, like behind her husband, screaming, "Don't touch my husband! Don't come in my house! Don't touch my husband!" Okay, with the baby. If this woman, this crazy black woman, if she would have had a knife, she could have flayed all of them in seconds. Okay, she was too close. You never let somebody get that close. Someone who's acting hostile, mentally unstable, you never let them get close to you. You got to establish your space from the beginning, okay? And they let this woman get like just danger close, point blank. She could have murdered every single one of them, including the baby. And so everybody failed in that situation. I mean, but it's understandable because we live in a civilized society where people, like the majority of people, don't act like that. They don't act crazy like this woman act. So when you come across it, it's you're like, just a lot of people are gonna freeze up and be like in shock, like it's exactly how they acted, because they're like, what is going on here? Like, what am I seeing? Why is she acting this way? And that's why you have to train. You can't, because right there, what happened is that even though they were conversing and stuff like that, and they're like talking with her and stuff and like trying to figure out what's going on, you know, they were in neutral. Okay, just like how it is on like a four-wheeler or a golf cart, there's like forward, neutral, and reverse. And what training does is it eliminates the neutral. Okay, then it's only forward or reverse. It's only, we're going forward or we're retreating. Okay, you gotta get rid of that neutral. And um and this is a good example of people stuck in neutral, not really knowing what to do, shocked at the situation. I would never have let that woman get that close to begin with. Okay, like, but if I did and she battered me, like, I would not have let it happen twice, okay, without like me calling the cops or something. And fortunately for me, Domino's had 911 on like speed dial on their app. I mean, you could, none of these people had phones, which was crazy. It's like this guy's a Doordasher, he don't have his phone. It's like Domino's, I mean, he had a worse app than DoorDash, and because I've done DoorDash and Uber Eats and Grubhub and Instacart and all that stuff. Domino's had like the worst app that I'd ever used in my life, but they still had 911 on speed dial. Okay, thank God I never had to use it, but like one of my managers said, "Oh yeah, it works and it works quick." Like so, um, it was always right there at the top of the app. So, you know, that's just one of those things that is just absolutely freaking like. This is why there's black fatigue in America. There's some good black people out there, but there's a lot of Regans, a lot of black Regans, and what people say, there's Regans in every race. Okay, there is, but there's a lot of black Regans out there making the whole black community and black race look bad. And when I say race, we're all one race. But yeah, guys, that's the video for today. It's like always establish your space. Get rid of neutral. Only have forward and reverse. Okay, it's like you cannot freeze up in these moments because when you freeze up, that could cost you your life. I mean, he should have never like went outside, and if he went outside, he should have made sure that his wife and his baby were secure, like, and that the door was shut so that no harm could come to them. But like, he had the door wide open. Anything could have happened at that point. It was just a bad situation, and in my opinion, everybody failed. But hey, guys, this is Ja with JRSP. You guys take it easy.